Hello. You're probably wondering, why are you outside, you know? I'm asking myself the same question. I'm just kidding. Well, we're gonna do a Q&A today. I asked some questions on my Instagram, or I asked for questions on my Instagram story a couple of weeks ago. Got some responses, so we're gonna answer them. But we were trying to think of a way to do it where it's not like sit down, like black couch style interview. And I'm like, what could we do? I don't do shit. Fun fact, I literally do nothing. So I walk every day. So you guys are coming on my HotGirl Walk with me.
I suggested shooting guns.
No, yeah. I was like, we're not doing that. No.
No, like the whole point, I don't think you ever just caught my vision though. It was, you were gonna be sit down at the table with a Diet Coke and you're just gonna see me in the background. Just doing drills.
The girlies, comment down below. The girlies would be like, what the fuck?
That's the whole point.
No, but they wouldn't even be like, what the fuck, in like, oh my god, hee ha ha way. I feel like they'd be like, why is that happening? And then they would turn it off.
Yeah, I still think my dynamic back now would have been great. Anyways.
But look, we're walking along the river.
I'm gonna dox my location.
Yeah, don't come to where I live. But this is beautiful, or whatever. Usually I don't really look around when I'm walking. It's just like me on TikTok, like. Let's pull up the questions, actually. That would probably be a good place to start. Okay, so the first question I thought I'd start with, somebody just asked me to recap my whole fitness journey, kind of, which is, I'm gonna do a brief summary. So like, fun fact about my family is they are insane. I don't really know how else to describe it. Bodybuilding like definitely like runs in my family. It's never been like a foreign concept to me. My mom competed, my dad competed. I've just always grown up around it. So growing up, I did cheerleading, gymnastics, dance, but I never really like found that spark with anything until it was after I turned 22. I was going to the gym and stuff, but like not really. And then I seriously don't even know what it was. One day I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then I just like overnight, it was like 0 to 100, but that's like kind of how I am with everything in life. It was like, I went from like literally eating like Wendy's 4 for 4s every single day to like tracking my macros to a T every single day. Like, I don't really know why. It's like something brain chemistry wise like changed. So yeah, that happened. And then I got a coach. I competed for the first time and shouldn't have. I've already told you guys that story. And then after that, this is the Peyton lore. We're getting into the Peyton lore. Someone asked a question that kind of ties into this. Is talking about my like growing phase and like being scared to commit to a bulk. So after I competed the first time, I think I went through a lot of like mental turmoil in the sense of I was really, really scared of gaining weight. And I don't even think that I could admit it at the time. Like I got so addicted to when you're losing weight or when you're prepping and you get this dopamine rush from people telling you like, oh, you look leaner, like you look like you've lost weight, and you can't really describe it unless you've been through that and like experienced it, but I loved it. Like I didn't want that to stop, and I was really afraid if I like reversed properly and like got back to just kind of like a healthy, normal place where I could grow, that people would think I like let myself go. Like that's really what it came down to. 'Cause you see all the time, like the internet sucks. The internet sucks so bad with people and post-show, and they're so critical of like the weight that you gain post-show, which is necessary. And I think I just saw that and I was like, that's not gonna be me. And I took it I girl bossed a little too close to the fucking sun. I stayed lean for like way too long for no reason. Like I wasn't prepping for a show or anything. And God, this is a long ass fucking story. I'm just yapping and yapping. But yeah, then I've talked about this a little bit, but the first day that I met Kenzie, it was at a dark sport photo shoot in Houston. Like this is what, July of 2022? Yeah. And she kind of like, guys, it was weird. Like she was like, why are you so lean for no reason? Like this doesn't make sense. She kind of called me out on it, and I was like, it was the first time I ever said out loud, like, I guess I don't know. Like I'm scared of like gaining weight. And she made me feel so seen and loved, and like it was okay to like be struggling. And I remember her telling me like, you don't have to talk about it on the internet right now. Like you like aren't ready to change, and that's okay, but just know that like when you are ready, like this is what you should do. And it took me probably what, like 5-6 more months after that of still being a psychopath. And then in like October, I was like, yeah, I want a fat ass. That's pretty much what I was thinking. And then every day, I'm not joking, there's just people riding by bird scooters. Okay. Okay. And then every day, my first thought when I woke up in the morning was, I want a fat ass. And my last thought before I went to bed was, I want a fat ass. And then I bulked for like 2 years, and it was insane.
Nice.
He's real as fuck for that. Actually, fun fact, I have some PTSD from those scooters, okay? Because we went to Hawaii on a dark sport trip a couple years ago. Was I intoxicated? Yes, I was intoxicated. But that beside the point. These bird scooters, I swear to God, went like 60 miles per hour. It was me, Michael Civil, Kenzie, and like this other Olympian guy. That's it. It's like the middle of the night. We're going like 60 miles per hour. We're like, let's see how fast these things go. I fly off the curb. It's like, and now I have a scar. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I actually do have a scar. And this scar. That's from a bird scooter. But yeah, anyway, my fitness journey.
Stick to the script.
No, that was pretty much it. But being like, going back to what that one question was, being scared to commit to a bulk, I completely understand, like it is scary, but I think that my biggest tip when it comes to that is just, I think where people go wrong with like a bulk is they think, okay, prep and a cut is where I'm dialed in. That's where I track my macros, and that's where I'm like not missing a workout, not missing a cardio session. The only way that I was able to mentally conceptualize growing and like seeing that scale go up is being like, no, I'm gonna treat this bulk like it's a prep. Like, I'm not gonna miss a cardio session. There wasn't very many of them, but I'm not gonna miss that one. I'm not gonna like just eat whatever the fuck I want because my calories are high. I'm gonna like clean bulk. And it was so easy for me to do that. It just clicked when I realized like, oh wait, you can do this the right way. You can do it slowly. And like, whatever, I'm just gonna be fucking blunt. The YouTube girlies get it. Like, you're not gonna get fat. Like, I remember when someone was like, Peyton, you know you have to like try to get fat, right? Like, you're not gonna get fat by like eating 100 grams of extra rice, you know? These people want to be in the video so bad. They're like, I was supposed to be in the video. It's funny. Yeah, so you're not gonna get fat. Just do it the right way. Okay. Intro questions, I guess. How I've got involved with dark sport. It was, March of 2022, and I just got an email. Like, I think that I bought from 1 or 2 dark sport drops previous to, like, I was very much a fan of the brand, but I wasn't like a fangirl, you know? Michael has said before, like, like dark sport, like they're gonna find you. Like you're not gonna find dark sport. But yeah, when they reached out and I got the email, I was like, is this a scam? Like I just was like, yeah, sure, let's do this. And then I didn't even realize like how big of a impact they were gonna have on my life back then, I guess. But yeah, here we are. I've been working with them for 2.5 years now, and I can't even imagine being with a different company. Like, it's absolutely everything I've ever asked for. I made some of my best friends. Like, I've gotten to travel the world. They're so amazing, and their clothes are fucking cute, so why would I leave, you know? What is my number one goal in bodybuilding and not in bodybuilding? Bodybuilding goals, like, well, I'm in a prep right now, so compete, hopefully win the overall. Someday I would love to get my pro card, compete as a pro, go to the Olympia. Like, those are all bodybuilding goals. The timeline for that, like, don't need a crazy time, like, long timeline. I'm like in it for the long haul. Like, I love this shit, so no rush. Non-bodybuilding goals, I just want to, I don't know, I just want to be happy. Like, I want to find things that make, like, I'm so passionate about bodybuilding and I love that about myself, but it's really exciting for me to find things that aren't bodybuilding that I'm excited about, because they're fewer and farther between. So I just want to be happy. I want to be a mom someday in the very, very distant future. Very, very distant future. I would say travel, but honestly, I've been there. I did that. I don't know if I'm a really big travel girl, you guys. This kind of ties into the next one too. Most embarrassing moment. I don't really believe in regrets. Like, yeah, should I have blacked out in a field at like 16 and like gotten grounded? No, but like, it all contributes to the lore, and everything happens for a reason, and like even your mistakes make you who you are. So I don't really believe in that shit. And then same with like embarrassing moment. Like, embarrassment is a choice. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, or like right now, like us filming in front of like all these like people on the green belt. Like,
yeah, no one's like cool.
No one gives a shit, and if they do, fuck them, respectfully. Also, this kind of ties into like when people are like, oh my god, I'm so scared to record in the gym, or I'm so scared of like bodybuilding because I don't want like my friends to think this and that. It's like, no one is thinking about you as much as you think they are, number one. And number two, if they are, they're weirdos. On a lighter note, my favorite chain restaurant or food. And I'm very passionate about this subject. I'm very passionate because I would much rather, let's put it this way, I'd much rather go to a Chili's than like some like, oh, this place has the best fine dining. I don't give a fuck. Give me a triple dipper, you know? That's just how I feel. So like, favorite chain restaurant though, it's difficult because like I would say Olive Garden. Like, I would definitely say Olive Garden. But then it's like Texas Roadhouse, you know? Pretty much any restaurant with like a bread basket of some sort, I'll fuck up a bread basket. Like, if there's no appetizer, we're not going there. It's pretty much how you can. One thing I fucking love about Kenzie and Kaylin, they're always down for a fucking appetizer. Oh, wait. I can't believe I forgot. Yard House. Yard House is my favorite. I don't know if that's considered a chain restaurant, but
it is.
Yard House is my favorite. And I honestly feel like it's illegal to go there without Kenzie and Kaylin and John, because we've established this like kind of tradition. Every time there's a dark sport shoe and we are within a 50-mile radius of a Yard House, we're fucking that shit up. What is something or someone that you are grateful for? I don't know. I'm grateful for everybody in my life. I have like the most supportive family. I have the most supportive friends. Like, I'm so incredibly lucky to like be surrounded by people that inspire me and like push me to be better. My boyfriend's literally filming this right now, out of his own free will. So like, obviously like have the best support system through him. I'm really, really lucky that I have a bunch of people in my life who just get it. They're not all bodybuilders per se, but like they just get it. Like, I could go on and on. I'm thankful for Kevin, clearly. You know what sometimes I do have to think about when I'm doing cardio? And whatever, it's kind of fucked up. There's a guy at my gym with no legs. He's like a war veteran. And anytime I'm like dying, like training legs or like on the stair climber, I'm like, I am so goddamn lucky to have like an able body. Like prep is such a privilege. Like, you know how many people are like actually starving and I'm choosing to diet? This isn't a question anyone gives a fuck about. This is just a question I personally came up with. And I know you're dying to know what my favorite crumble cookie is. So it's a little bit of a niche one. The key lime pie. And I know you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Key lime pie is my favorite crumble cookie. And if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. And then pretty much anything cheese, like any of the cheesecake ones with the cream cheese frosting, like things that people forget or don't know while being in a cut. There's a lot of like little mistakes. I feel like you just kind of learn as you go. Like the first time I ever tracked macros, was it perfect? Probably not. Like I remember I used to measure with a measuring cup instead of like I still weighed things out, but I would like do half a cup of rice. And it's like half a cup of rice could be 100 grams, it could be 300 grams, depending on how much you pack that in. So it's like, don't do that, just weigh it out. That, where most people go wrong is the mindless snacking. You can't snack. Not that you can't snack, but you need to have like planned snacks because like you don't really realize like that handful of trail mix you just had, that's 300 calories, where you could have just had like a full meal. And then cooking oils, sauces, all of that adds up. If you're using full fat anything, it's gonna add up. Like regular soda. It's all the things that like, for most people, it's not like the meals that they're eating, because I think a lot of people are like, oh, well, I only eat once a day. But the one, like their once a day is like, first of all, a 1,300 calorie meal. And then all day they're snacking or they're having these drinks that have, you know, and then that all adds up. So that's what I would say. If you were a fruit or a vegetable, which one would you be? But I don't like strawberries. See, I was gonna say grapes because grapes are so fucking good, but that's not a good reason to like be. Grapes are good. No, I feel like I'd be a green grape because like I can be a little sour. Okay, I'm a green grape. And then if I was a vegetable, I would probably be a potato. Yeah, I don't really have an explanation for that one. Potatoes are just good.
Yeah. I agree. Potatoes can be made into so many different things.
Yeah, and they're like misunderstood. Like people wouldn't think a potato's a vegetable. What do I enjoy most about coaching? Okay, if you didn't know this, I am a coach. I coach through Hustle Harder. Hustle Harder is my coach Brandon and his wife Kerrigan's company. They hired me back in like October. Kenzie also works for them. Kayla, Sophia, Jay, Georgia, we all work for Hustle Harder. Anyway, that's the backstory. But what I enjoy most about coaching is getting to like, it's such a different experience than like your own progress, because when you are like, pretty much a lot of my girls are like new-ish to the gym or new-ish to bodybuilding, and getting to live that excitement through them is even better than my own journey, because when you get to see them progress week to week and when they're really dialed in and on their shit, it's like I have a direct I'm directly contributing to their success, and I think that that's so cool. And like I think about how I hold Brandon to like such a high regard, or like even like I hold Kerrigan to such a high regard that like for me to be able to be that for somebody else is like mind-blowing. And I love it, and I feel like we're creating such a awesome community with Hustle Harder, and it's like not even just my girls, but like Kenzie's girls, Sophia's girls, like we're all a team, and I love that. Sorry.
Stay on the yellow line. The yellow line.
I'm getting banished. Top 3 favorite DJs. I had to pick this question. My boyfriend's rolling his eyes because he works in the music industry. So he works for like a lot of the DJs and shit that I like fangirl over. And he's like, you're annoying as fuck.
No, I don't think it's annoying. I just think it's funny. That's it.
No, it is. I mean, I'm sure it is. But
yeah.
So that's kind of hard. Top 3's hard. Probably like Subtronics, John Summit, Excision.
Damn, not Kaiwachi. You're just really
I can't say Kaiwachi because you'd be like, we know Kaiwachi. He's Brandon's best friend and he goes to my gym. It would be weird if I said Kaiwachi. Why do I feel so hollow? I don't know. I like a lot.
I feel that was a solid song lineup.
Yeah. But I mean, I also like that like white girl, like progressive house. Like I could fuck up like a Zed set. You know what I mean? Chainsmokers. Okay, most memorable dark sport event moment. I already told you guys about the Hawaii fucking scar situation. Every single time there's a dark sport event, there's some sort of like, you know, injury or story, or like there's always something. So like to narrow it down to just one memorable moment is like kind of insane. 2 memento moris ago, bad day for both Kenzie and Peyton. I have never, since I was like in high school, have not blacked out that hard. Like we were drinking from like 11 a.m. to like 11 p.m., which in the sun, in Coachella Valley, with all of you. Like it was just a recipe for disaster, honestly. I don't know if that was like a good memorable though. In Hawaii, we had to hike a mountain at 4 a.m. and none of us went to bed. I maybe slept for 10 minutes. And we were like, it was probably like a 3-mile hike, 4 a.m., hoodies in Hawaii. We're all down that end. I was like, I talk about this on Instagram, but yeah, part of the reason I wanted to make a YouTube channel to begin with is because I want to like go more in depth with you guys about like my entire journey, and like that does include PEDs. Just kind of want to talk to you about why I decided to take them, what they do, where I'm at with it, all of that. I just want to preface this question by saying like in no way, shape or form am I ever like trying to influence somebody to take performance enhancing drugs, to take steroids. Like that is not the goal. I'm just here to be transparent about me, my journey, my choices. That's number one. So, I decided, because I'm in wellness, I decided that I was gonna be not natural. 2023. I had been lifting for years at this point. I had been taking it seriously for years at this point. Did my first cycle, and I was pretty upfront and honest about it, like on the internet right away. I remember being really frustrated, like, because this is at the time where I was like super tiny and lean, and I was natural at that point. And I remember like always getting like, okay, fun fact about the internet. If the internet sees veins, they're gonna be like, she's on drugs. I wasn't actually on drugs. And I remember being so frustrated because I'm like, I wanna be, like, I'm gonna be. So as soon as I did it, I was pretty much open right away. But yeah, it's a choice that I came to, is between me, my coach, and my doctor. And the enhanced route is just like, it's not a cheat code. It's not a way to get ahead. It doesn't make my journey easier by any means. Like, it's just a tool that I'm going to tell you right now, most people use in the NPC. That's just the way of the sport. And I think the internet has kind of taken this like, oh, well, she's on gear, he's on gear, and like ran with it. When like in reality, most bodybuilders have been taking gear for years. And if you're somebody right now watching this video and you're like, well, I want to compete, like, and I don't want to take gear, that's totally fine. Like, I want you to know that that's like totally okay. There are people that compete naturally. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, not a ton, but there are people that compete naturally. There are natural federations that you can compete in. So yeah, it's not something you have to do. It's just like a choice that I made, and I'm always going to be upfront and honest with you guys about drugs. Oh, also, I'm never going to tell you like what I'm taking, because first of all, another thing about drugs, I'll just go on and on. This entire video is just drugs. Everyone's different. The amount and what you take is going to be different dependent, like person to person. And for a lot of women, like, it's going to depend on your genetics. It's going to depend on what division you want to be in, your timeline, like all of that plays a factor. So like, I would never come on the internet and tell you guys like exactly what I'm doing, not because I'm trying to gatekeep, but because it's not going to help you. What I'm doing isn't going to help you in this scenario.
How we doing?
Keep that good-looking girl in that camera.
That's getting added. You have a good day.
That just did wonders for my confidence.
Oh, but your boyfriend can tell you that we can look you.
It's different when
It's
it comes
okay,
from an old man. One thing you wish more people knew about you. This is a very difficult question because I genuinely do share every waking thought that I've ever had on the internet, like good, bad, and ugly. I don't know if it's like wish more people knew about me, but more like you probably don't know. Like it's hard because like Instagram, TikTok, like it's a highlight reel, right? So like, of course you might look through my TikTok and be like, oh, Peyton's like, yeah, she bodybuilds, but she's party girl. Like she parties all the time. Like, yes, like yes, I do have fun and love that. Not gonna stop having fun anytime soon. But I think that people don't realize that like me going out and like drinking or going to festivals or whatever, that's my like 2%. The other 98%, I'm gonna say I am like the most disciplined person, and it like to the point of mental illness, like actually. So it's like, so I think that frustrates me a little bit when people start talking about like balance and like Peyton is the epitome of balance. I'm not. Like if you're looking for somebody who's balanced, like it's not me. And like in my personal opinion, you're not going to have balance and competitive bodybuilding in the same sentence, and that's okay with me. That's my choice. It doesn't have to be your choice. But yeah, the fun stuff is my 2%. The discipline is like the other 98, and that's like how I've gotten the results I have. I'm just being for real. Sometimes I feel bad saying that because like I feel like I'm being like, oh, and I'm this and that, but it's like to a certain point, like ask anyone that like has a personal relationship with me, they'll be like, yeah, Peyton's insane. So yeah, that's something I wish more people were able to see, but that's not really my fault. It's not really the internet's fault. That's just kind of like, maybe I need to do a better job of portraying my like, I just don't like making content like that. I don't like making that like motivational like content, because like that's not me either. Like I just want to go to the gym and I want to do my shit, but I don't need to make some like David Goggins shit about it, you know? Talk about, I'm in prep, as I've said 47 times on this channel. Someone asked about show day and like suit color. So I have red hair. I don't know if you guys can see. So like your hair color does kind of play a factor in like what suit is gonna look best on stage. It's not necessarily like just gonna be your favorite color, right? Because like I'd have a pink suit if that was the case. But for me, like you kind of just have to look at your skin tone, and like if you don't know, like there's a lot of people that could tell you, there's judges that will tell you. Pretty much my only option with the red hair, if I want to keep it, is green. So I'm gonna do an emerald green suit probably. Unless something happens from now to whenever and I decide to dye my hair, which I probably won't. So yeah, we're gonna do green. She'll be gorgeous. Wait, I just want to talk about the river. Oh, I was gonna say that. Oh.
You can't swim.
So I can't swim. Yeah, fun fact. Nobody asked if I could swim, but it's like, why would you ask a grown adult that? Because they probably can swim. I can't. I'll give you a prep update that you didn't ask for.
Like a prep update.
Yeah, because I feel like we haven't really talked about. Okay, so I'm 6 weeks into prep, 6.5, almost 7, almost completed 7 weeks of prep, and I think I hit the point of like the prep is prepping type thing. In no way is it like this is so fucking hard yet, but it's like I can tell that I'm a little bit more fatigued. I was just explaining how my legs just feel heavier. I mean, like when you're training legs 3 times a week and then doing hours and hours of cardio, it's like, yeah, you're gonna feel that. My food's a little bit lower than it was last time I talked to you. It's nothing insane. Yeah. Oh, exciting. So I'm just gonna tell the YouTube people how many weeks out I am. So we had a show as of Tuesday that was 17.5 weeks out. That was gonna be my first one, and then I was gonna do one in 18.5 weeks. But Brandon was like, I think if we step on the gas a little bit, we can be ready in 13.5 weeks for a show. So I think I'm 13.5 weeks out. Don't quote me on it. But yeah, so it's exciting. It's about to get fucking hard. I'm about to die. But I'm ready for it. I still feel like mentally like so in it, so locked in. Like I'm really excited about the changes I'm like seeing in my body. Yeah, it's fun. I started waist training yesterday. So I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm pretty much home like for the entire summer because I just want to be in like my prep fucking bubble. But I am going to Sophia's show. She's doing North Americans in Pittsburgh at the end of August. That's my one trip that I will be leaving my house for my girl Sophia. And I'm excited because Michaela will be there and Kenzie will be there, and it'll be a little reunion. And it's also Sophia's birthday. I obviously can't participate in the post-show activities, but I will be there cheering my girls on. And yeah, I'm excited. I feel like kind of goes back to like the support system I feel like I have. Like it's so cool that I love showing up for my people because I just like, it's so cool that we have this like community of people who get it, and I can't wait to like feel that on my show day. So show day is like prom, like or like a birthday. Like like Sophia is like, she is the it girl of the day. You know what I mean? And it's like you work so fucking hard for this one day, for this 5 minutes that you get on stage. And it's just like so incredible. So proud of my friends. Yeah, I don't vape. I don't have any children. Can't swim. Boobs are fake. Yeah, they like cheered for me.
Boobs are fake.
Boobs are fake. Ding. But yeah, that almost concludes the HotGirl Walk, you guys. 10,001. Time to rot for the rest of the day. Genuinely, that's what I do. Actually, I check all the boxes, and then once the boxes are checked, I'm like, Love Island in the Olympics. Oh, yeah. Also, I don't know if when you're watching this, but I'm obsessed with the Olympics too. Yeah, let us know what videos you want to see, because if you don't tell me, I'm just gonna, oh, well. Okay, let us know what type of videos you want to see, because if you don't tell us, I'm probably just gonna do legs every single video and do the same exercises, and then probably eat the same thing. All right, goodbye. Thanks for watching.